Hello class, welcome to week 2 of Psych 450. I do not have my video up at this time actually. My 2.5-year-old yesterday before bedtime gave me a rough hug and decided to kind of headbutt tackle my mouth and my lip. And as a result, I have a pretty significant fat lip that is also cut up. So I look a little odd right now, but I am here. So on to week 2. This week we'll be discussing the history, framework, and interventions of psychoanalytic and Adlerian therapy. So make sure that you look down here at the readings and preparations. There's a PowerPoint for chapters 4 and 5. There's a little note down here that talks about to make sure that you focus on the psychoanalytic and Adlerian therapy, as this is very important in order to complete your paper for this week. So this week in particular, you have your paper due that we'll talk about in a moment. It is due Sunday by midnight and worth 50 points. You have your discussion board, which is below, and your main post is due Thursday by midnight. You are to respond to at least 2 peers Sunday by midnight. And as always, this is worth 20 points. And then finally, you have your week 2 quiz, which is 10 questions, multiple choice, and this is due Sunday by midnight and worth 10 points. So for the paper, if you click on this link, you will be open to a separate PDF, and it states how psychoanalysis has offered 2 different traditional perspectives in regards to human development. First, we have Freud, who talked about the psychosexual stages, and then Erikson then looked at the psychosocial stages. So for your paper, it's supposed to be at least 3 pages of APA-style paper addressing the following. You're going to give a brief description of psychosexual stages of development, a brief description of the psychosocial stages of development, a synopsis about the merits and shortcomings of both theories, and then which one you would subscribe to and why. Noted down here should be at least 3 pages in length. This does not include the title page or reference page. Make sure you have 12-point times New Roman font, 1-inch margins. It should be double-spaced and comply with the guidelines found in the syllabus. You are to submit it via Blackboard. If you go back here, you'll notice it is with Turnitin. So I'm sure most of you have used Turnitin. If not, Turnitin is a database that compares your paper to a database with other completed papers. So the main important thing here to do is make sure you cite your resources. You will come up with an originality index, and we want to make sure that it's low. If it's high, that index suggests that your paper came from someone else's resources or papers. So cite when needed, use quotes sparingly, but cite as needed when you pull from someone else's work. So I mean, with this paper, you're talking about these various stages of development, and then a large part of it then is what one you like. So just really make sure you cite as needed in regards to that. Here's your discussion prompt forum and your quiz 1. So that is it for this week. As always, when you first come into the board, make sure that you check your announcement section. I will be working on grading your discussion forum and your quizzes from last week, and you will receive an announcement when I'm done with those. Look forward to a great week, and let me know if you have any questions or concerns.